but this particular issue that I'm talking about tonight, this wealth tax issue, that is where the public is at. When you have 89% of the population in a survey saying they support a wealth tax, a 1% wealth tax on people with $20 million, the public is there. The public is there. So you have to, so that's something that we can jump on. That is something that we can absolutely take advantage of. But here's the tricky part. It means being willing to talk to people who are not politically aligned with you. And it means doing so in a way that's not hostile. 82% of conservative supporters support a wealth tax. Well, that means if you are on the left, if you see yourself as an NDP supporter or a Green Party supporter, that means talking in a very reasonable way with conservatives, not calling them names, not calling them fascists, not doing any of those things. You need to engage with them because they're with you on this particular thing. That doesn't mean you have to agree with them on every issue, because you don't. They're not going to agree with you on every issue. You don't have to agree with them. I think that's everybody has that particular understanding. But it does mean that you cannot write that particular group off, right? If you want something to happen, it needs to be a movement. And in order for it to be a real successful movement, it has to be really big, right? It has to be enormous. And so you have to capture the people who you might not agree with on every single issue. You might not necessarily vote for the same party, but they can gather with you in some sort of solidarity on this particular issue, because and it's certainly a worthwhile endeavor, I think, because it's an important issue. So the liberals and the conservatives know that they don't represent their voters on issues that matter, right? Like this one. This is an issue that matters. So what they end up doing is they evoke all this culture war nonsense, and they get people on both sides of the spectrum constantly fighting about culture war issues. And then that's what people end up voting for, are these culture war issues. I like how the Liberal Party, their stance on this part of the culture war. And I like that how the Conservative Party is on this particular part of the culture war. And they also want those economically disenfranchised people to vote for them without having to actually give them what they want, which is a more fair and just and equal society to live in, an equal sort of kick at the can. They don't want to give them that. So they just get them all riled up about culture war stuff.